Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday. That means it's time for your weekly video health tip. I'm Ashland KY Chiropractor Dr. Dillon, and this week we need to talk about supplement safety. Context is key. Well, a new study reported by USA Today that was published in the New England Journal of Medicine has found that around 23,000 emergency room visits per year are blamed on over-the-counter supplements. Okay, now this number was based on data from 63 emergency room departments that ranged in time frame from 2004 all the way through 2013. Now the FDA itself gives a completely different number for supplement illness and emergency related issues. They say that there's only 3,249 adverse events per year, okay, with supplement safety issues. So there's a big gap in the numbers there right away. Well, when you're analyzing this, number one, you should always take a body of evidence, not one new study. But when you're looking at these studies, remember, context is key, okay? Let's look at a few things here, and some of these I'll directly read off the page. Let's add some perspective to these numbers. Now, if we consider that 150 million Americans take dietary supplements, then and let's take the top number. Let's say there are 23,000 emergency room visits per year that are associated with these supplements. Okay, that represents about 0.1% of the supplement users. That is an extremely small percentage. Okay, now ER visits reported for dietary supplements are less than 5% of those reported by pharmaceuticals. So pharmaceuticals have a 95% greater chance of landing you in the ER with a serious problem or death. Not saying you shouldn't take your pharmaceuticals either. Don't think that. I'm just saying we got to keep this in perspective. 90% of patients were discharged from the ER, suggesting that the adverse events either resolved on their own in the emergency room or weren't serious enough to require any intervention. Okay? Now, let's question the data. There are indications that the number of adverse effects for supplement users may be even lower than the study reports. Okay? The new study based its calculations in part on emergency room visits resulting from adverse events for ear and eye drop over-the-counter medications as well. But now, under federal law, some of these over-the-counter substances, such as topical remedies, are not considered supplements. So a lot of the over-the-counter products that they included within this study to suggest that supplements sent all these people to the ER were not even supplements. Okay? Now we need to understand some supplement regulations. Most of the supplements involved in the study that were blamed on sending people to the ER, around 25% of them were weight loss and energy supplements, which in my personal opinion, most people don't need to be taking those anyway. Weight loss supplements usually are no better than taking speed, okay? Diet and exercise is always the way. Comes off a little slower sometimes, but you keep it off and you're much healthier doing it. Practicing supplement safety. Some of the adverse events reported in the new study were due to accidents, okay? Around 21% of those 23,000 people that ended up in the ER due to supplements were misused by unsupervised children. And around 37% of that 23,000 events in adults age 65 and older were due to pill-related choking. Mean they took a pill and they choked on it, and that pill just happened to be a supplement. Well, in that case, it wouldn't have mattered if it was a pharmaceutical or an over-the-counter natural supplement. If you're going to choke on that big pill, you're going to choke on that big pill. So let's take all of this in context. Once again, this is a lesson in don't pay too much attention to one individual study. Take it in context. Look at how the study was done. Some of these are worth no more than the paper they're written on. Some of them are good. But you have to learn how to read these and always go by the body of evidence, meaning all of the studies that have been done on an issue should be taken into account, not just one study. All right, a recent example of that is a study just came out recently that said fish oil supplements were bad for you, not good for you. Well, the greater body of evidence says that fish oil supplements are very beneficial to most people. There are only one or two studies out there that contradict that. So until that body of evidence grows, we still go with the rule that most of the time fish oil supplements are a good supplement to take. If you have any questions about this article or the video, please feel free to contact me at 606-929-9667. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have about this or any other health-related issues you may have. If you're over at YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. If you happen to be watching this on Facebook, hit the like button for me. Or if you're over at www.dillonchiropractic.com, wait for the prompt, enter your name and email address. Then I can send you this weekly video health tip once a week. There's always an unsubscribe link at the bottom of the page, and we will never, ever, ever, ever spam you. So once again, this is Ashland, Kentucky Chiropractor Dr. Gary Dillon, and I look forward to next week when I can bring you and your family another video health tip to help you be as healthy as you can be.